like to thank you for watching LivingStrongTV.com. We would also like to take a moment to give you an opportunity to become a partner and sow a seed into our ministry. In order to sow a seed, you can click on the donation tab, or if you choose to mail your seed, you can send it to P.O. Box 363, Ridgeland, South Carolina 29936. The information is also located on the screen. Please make all checks and money orders payable to Whosoever Will Outreach Ministries. Once again, thank you for your support and becoming a partner with Living Strong. May you continually be blessed.
Well, hello and hello again, and welcome to another edition of the Living Strong Television Network broadcast, where I'm your host, guest speaker, Prophet Scotty Lee Johnson. What I want you to do right quick is call a friend, call a neighbor, and let them know that Living Strong is on and that fastest 30 minutes, it is starting right now. First of all, the thing that I would like to talk about is the unprecedented order that is taking place in the United States of America, unlike we've never seen it before. And also, you are seeing the alignment of a cataclysmic shift take place that is once again speaking to the truth of the nation, speaking to the truth of the people. Also, let me say unto you right quick on tonight that once again, we're dealing with a very powerful topic. And remember, we're talking about treasures of the heart in relations to life. And dealing with that, we're going to have a slash on this week, and we're going to deal with also the preparing of the broken vessel. So now, God has spoken unto me, and he said, prophet, don't you hold back, don't you set back, relax, and release this word unto the people. Now, there is so much that is going on until I don't even know where to start. And the thing that I want to look at is the fact that I want to bring you back up to what Jesus said. Remember, Jesus said that where your treasure is, that's where your heart will be also. So now we troubleshooted, we went through the services, and tonight we are getting a fresh start, or I feel an anointing, a release. And the Lord is saying to tell you, oh God, remember this. Too many people have walked on the red carpet besides you, even ones that didn't belong in Hollywood. In other words, God is saying to tell you, get ready, because I'm setting up the red carpet for you. And not only the red carpet, but you're about to walk down a runway of life that you never thought that you would walk down before. And the Lord is saying to tell you that this is where you produces the seed. Thank you, Jesus. And this is where the accolades are given unto you. And he's saying that the preparation order, it's already in place. It's already taken place. And he's saying to let you know that just like Jesus filled up the water pots, you get your water pots ready. And just like that woman that took the vessels, and the prophet said, take all the vessels that you have empty, and I'm going to speak a word, and God is going to fill those vessels up with oil, and it's going to be enough to pay off your debt and to pay off the debt for your children. When the prophet spoke that word, she sowed into the prophet. When she sowed into the prophet, God gave her retribution to release from her the debt of her children, the debt of her dead husband, and the debt even that she owed. Now, what I'm trying to tell you tonight is very important. If there was ever time that you was going to sow a seed, if there was ever time that you was going to believe God, if there was ever time that you was going to give, now is the time to do so. And I hear the number 15. 15. 15. And I hear 15 people that are watching on tonight that can sow a $1,000 seed. And the Lord is saying to tell you that I will move your treasure into a safe deposit box that you never thought imaginable. This is the time, people, in which you do not back up or withdraw. What did God do? God hid a treasure on the inside of Samson. And what happened? Delilah sought out his treasure. She sought it out by the Philistine. There's always someone that's going to seek out your treasure, that's going to seek out what God placed on the inside of you. And they're going to try to take the very essence of love, the very essence of being, and the very essence of your connection and stomp it down to nothing. And what I'm 15. I hear it again. 15. And the Lord is saying, I'm raising a hierarchy. He said that I was going to do an odd thing. Odd things came in numerology. He's saying next time I'm going to do a mixed thing. And I'm going to mix something. And I'm going to place the odd thing in the center. And you best get ready, because 4 plus 3 equals 7. And 7 sits in the center, and it is the perfection of that which starts a new beginning. And God is saying to tell you once again, you might as well know that you're prolific, know that you have already been founded upon a foundation like never before. Now, the thing that I want to do is kind of jot down a couple of notes, because I want to remember what God is saying here about what he's releasing. And, oh my Lord, he is breaking traditional and added traditions off your life. Traditional things and added traditions off your life. And he is also saying unto you on tonight that what I'm going to do, oh, there it goes. Eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, and neither have it entered into the heart of man the things that God hath prepared for him or them. But he hath revealed it unto us, whom you and I, whereby? By his Spirit. And the Lord is saying to tell you that there's going to come a 7-day lockdown, a 1-week lockdown, in which he's going to unlock the lockdown of the week that has been in your life in 1 week. And he's going to bring preferential order into your life and set up the foundation, place the books back on the shelf, and allow you to read a story that you never thought was impossible. That goes right now. The Father is saying to tell you that this is the week that I'm going to do the impossible in your life. Hey, that fast is 30 minutes has already started. And you're saying, Prophet Johnson, prophetic release is on Thursday night. Well, welcome to a Monday night special. Okay? Because you get it on tonight. And I sense in my spirit that God is saying something in your days of your life that have been dull, that have been ill. God is saying that's going to end. Father is saying that's ending tonight. You might as well not even think about it. You might as well not even question it. The reason why is because your heart is already where your treasure is. How can you bury love in your heart? Is in love And if you bury love, then you bury the love that your heart is in love with. So you bury the treasure of your heart. God is saying, don't bury love. Resurrect it. And he's letting you know that this turn of events is such a circumstance of weighty of matters. I hear the Lord saying that I'm bringing everything back into focus, all the way from eternity past to eternity present to eternity future, to let you know that all the plasma that you have been made of, oh my God, I've never heard this before, is about to come into its full power. And your DNA is about to expose the true nature of who you are, who you were, where you were, what you started with, what you began with, where you are now, what you're going to end with, and what you finish with. And God said to tell you, you might as well send up the smoke signal and let those know that are watching that there's something being read. There's a sign in the air, just like the Indians used to do, sending up the old ancient smoke signal. And the others, tribes from miles away, would read when invaders was coming into the land. Kunta Kinte and his ancestors, they beat the drums that carried a rhythm from thousands of miles, hundreds of miles away. And one nation that was off in the rainforest could read the signs of another nation that was far away to let them know that invaders was in the land. I'm here to tell you on tonight, for all of you that are watching Living Strong, shame. The Father's saying that now is catch-up time. And where you've been behind for the last 30 years, for the last 3 years, for the last 3 months, you're about to catch up in the next 3 days. You need to shout right there while I go to this message in Jesus' name. Now listen to me. The Bible declares in the book of Proverbs, chapter number 15, verse number 15. I like that, 15 and 15. Talk to me quick. All the days, not one day, all the days, not yesterday, all the days of the afflicted or evil. Oh, man. That sort of speaks to the reason of that sort of speaks to the reason of, I don't even know what I'm about to say. That tells you that there is no reason that it seems like every day I'm going through hell. It's right there in the Bible. But watch God. Watch him. But he that is of a merry heart is of a continual feast. God is saying that he's prepared a table before you in the presence of your enemy. So let me speak it in Prophet Johnson language. The Lord is saying to tell you, I put a turkey, I put hawk mock and chitlins, I put collard greens and macaroni and cheese. I also put, guess what? A cream cheesecake, a raspberry, guess what? Pie and a blackberry pie. And I took all of that stuff and I placed it right down there with fried chicken. And then on top of that, I gave you the biggest Thanksgiving dinner. Where at? In the midst of a den of devils. Isn't it amazing that you have to eat with devils on Thanksgiving? And you sit down and say, thank God for these turkeys that I'm eating turkey with. And in the midst of it all, you try to explain unto them, why is it that you have targeted me when I know where my treasure is? Where are we going, Prophet Johnson? Don't you shut down now. Because that fastest 30 minutes is rolling, you still got time to call a friend, call a neighbor, let them know Living Strong is on. Why? Because we're dealing with treasures of the heart in relation to life. And God is saying to tell you, he's about to give you back everything in relations in life that you have lost according to the treasures of your heart. And we haven't got to the good part yet, people. We haven't gotten there. Watch this. He says, But he that is of a merry heart hath a continual feast. Better is life. Better is life with the fear of the Lord. Wow. Than great treasure and trouble therewith. Y'all excuse me, okay? When God showed me this, I was done. I was through. Okay, you can read it yourself, but I'm going to read it again, but hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Better is life. What life? What life that is better? With the fear of the Lord. Fear God. I ran everywhere trying to get away from him. You can't even get room and rent room at the Turtle Shell Inn and hide from God. You try to get under a shell with a turtle and try to hide from God, the turtle will tell you ain't no room in the inn. It was so bad until I tried to hide with a snail, and the snail asked me, what do you want, a nail? It was so bad until I even tried to hide under the shadow of an ant, and the ant asked me, did I come to work? When you think you can hide from God, you're crazy. He's saying, better is little. Little. God, little. Better for you to build a hut. Better for you to be, oh God, in a cave with one straw sticking up to give you air. Then what? Look at this. Then great treasure in trouble therewith. Could you imagine having great treasure and all hell breaking loose? You got all the money in the world, but your children crazy. You got all the money in the world and the dog trying to bite you before you get in the house. You got all the money in the world in your big old ship out on the sea, and you don't even know how to control it. You got all the money in the world, and you got 12 bodyguards that in each and every last one of them that's on guard duty right now stealing your silver. You got all that stuff, and God is saying, what good is that with all the trouble? People, and I don't know if I agree with all this, people say, well, money sure can't make it. Money sure can't buy love. Money sure can't buy happiness. I don't know if I agree with that. The only reason some folks broke, some folks ain't happy is because they broke. Think about it. You can take a man that's broke and give him $100 and that makes him happy. Money can't buy happiness. Well, I don't agree with that. I think that's not true. Money can't buy love. Money can't buy love. Money can buy, this, but it sure can't buy love. Well, if money can't buy love, it sure can help you when you're in love. I really don't know what people are thinking. But let's move on, because I want to hit some highlights here on tonight. And you're saying, Prophet Johnson, where are we going? Y'all know we haven't got to the good part. I'm telling you. And you say, well, where's the good part? You're going to see it. Tonight, I'm basically just setting you up, getting you ready for what's going to be released, and to show you how God is going to prepare a broken vessel that have been hurt by love. Could you imagine being broken and hurt by love, even because the treasures of your heart was taken away by what? By someone else that did not realize the value of their treasure. You don't let go of a good thing when it took you so long to get it. And you don't work for nothing just to let somebody else take it. Whenever God seals you, He seals you and completes you. Remember, in a relationship, there are three elements. There must be a spiritual attraction. There must be an emotional attraction, mental, and there must also be a physical attraction. If you do have the spiritual attraction together and you do not have the mental attraction, then you miss the element. If you have the physical attraction and you do not have the spiritual attraction, which also involves God, then you miss the element. Some people were married and enter into a relationship for physical attraction and emotional and mental attraction, but that's going to run out because you're unequally yoked because of the spiritual attraction. In a relationship, you must have all three elements available: spiritual, mental, and emotional, and also physical. If any one of those are missing, if he goes to a Baptist church, you go to a Methodist church, y'all crazy. He go to a Pentecostal church, you go to a Baptist church, y'all still half crazy. The reason why is because you're going to fight later on, because you have a brokenness in your relationship. You have everything else. You're physically attracted to her. She is physically attracted to you. You are emotionally attracted to her. She's emotionally attracted to you. You're mentally attracted to her. She is mentally attracted to you. Y'all eat, y'all agree, but when it comes down to God, there's a divisiveness. When that comes in, you still miss out on part of what God has in completion in your life. So remember, in relationship, make sure that you have all three elements present before you say I do. Because when you say I do, you're going to be done did, and then you're going to be done wish that you didn't. Got it? Okay. All right. Now, here we are. Verse number 16. Better is life with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. Better is a dinner of herbs. Listen to this. Better is a dinner of herbs. Why did he say of herbs? Why? Where love is, you better off with collard greens, collard flowers, and you better off with broccoli and peas and love than a stalled ox. A stalled ox. Could you imagine being in a stalled relationship as a stalled ox that cannot move? No, you cannot. No. And there's a lot of people that's in just that. You are in stalled ox relationship. You was married to a stubborn, pig-headed, hard-headed. You're in a relationship with a stubborn, pig-headed, hard-headed, male or female in relations to life, and where your treasure is, that's where your heart is. Your heart can't go no further because you're stalled by an ox that's been locked down in life. And you sitting up wondering how you going to plow the field. You can't plant no corn. You can't get no wheat because the only thing you got is an ox head. I guess that's why they came up with oxycontin. And listen to this. Hatred. Oh God, here we go. And hatred therewith. And you wondering why the person is mad. The person is mad because you locked them down. You locked their treasure down and you took everything from them. If you got to have sex just to stay in a relationship, it's not worth your treasure. Because God, thank you, sir, because God is saying to let you know that they can buy you out, but that pleasure is going to last for a while. What happens when your communication break down? What happens when your jaw break down? The only thing you got is a dead head in your bed. And you sitting back hoping, as they say, Fred is dead. and you sitting back hoping life come. Life is not coming back to a flower that don't have water. And you expect God to come down. Oh, I'm not chasing that rabbit tonight. So you can forget it. Now look at this, because this is serious. This is very serious. And you're saying, Prophet Johnson, you still haven't gotten to the good part? Oh, you better believe I hadn't got to the good part. Because God's about to show up every leak and every hole that you have had in your life. And the Lord said to tell y'all to get ready and start rejoicing and shouting right now, because he's sending a fragrance back into your house. He's sending a rejoicing back into your house. He's sending a praise back into your house. He's sending a shout back into your house. He's sending a revolution back into your house. And oh, my people, that's why it's important. 15 people. You need to sow a seed of $1,000. $1,000. And the Lord is saying, I'm going to break the treachery. I'm going to break the enemy. Listen, I don't care if you work at a yard sale, sow the seed. The Lord is saying, now is the time to move. When that little widow woman sowed into Elijah, the Bible said her meal barrel waste not. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. And the Lord is saying, those 15 people that sowed that $1,000 seed, I'm going to set up 15 people of coordination in life to sow back into your life. And you're going to know that the Lord have done this thing. And one of you, the Lord said to tell you, if you obey, I'm going to cut your bedrooms in half. And from 15 bedrooms, I'm going to give you plus 1. 7 is 7 is 8. 14. 1 is plus 8 is plus 1 is 8. That's 15. The Lord said, I'm going to set one person up with an 8-bedroom house. All you got to do is move. When you move, you groove, and you can't lose. God is saying he's want to change your gravel into a paved road. Your rough places are coming to an end. Why? The reason why, better is he. Better is he that hath little. Have you ever had little and expecting and thanking God for it? If you don't believe me, ask those folks that go to McDonald's and buy the 99-cent special based upon that spicy chicken sandwich or that cheeseburger. That's called little with a lot. Isn't it amazing McDonald's will feed you for one day? Better is a dinner of herbs. Herbs, where there is love. Herbs, where there is love. Get some tea. Get some lentil soup. Sit down and light a candle. Than a stalled ox in hatred therewith. Now let me say it and let me move on, because my time is running out. Let me say that my hat is off to the Pope. Did you notice that Pope Francis have reached out to the poor of the nation and have spoken against those that hoard and lock in and are filled with greed and hatred? Oh my God. And just like I told you, you've got to see this. If Pope Francis said what he said about the rich people, and that they should consider those that are less privileged, and if God is using one of the highest figures of this nation to spearhead the world, to show love, then what more can he do through you and I? Oh, the Pope laid it out to him over the weekend. Y'all missed it. And in case y'all missed it, go log on and see what Pope John Francis said. See what he said. Because his heart went out to the nation, and he know that the embellishment of mankind cannot continue to take place. How can I sit back and say I love this God? How can I sit back and say I serve this God that travels through dimensions and that moves for all of mankind and overlook the power that he's given me? And he said, no, I will not do it. He said no to the politicians. He said no to the world. He said, I'm going to be the one that's going to make a difference. And when he said it, the Lord said to me, see, he said he's confirming, oh, forget about the clock. He said he's confirming your time. And he's confirming the measures of which I've spoken. And I said, God, I said, of all the preachers in America, I said, of all the great leaders, why did you allow one man, which is the Pope, to speak as I have spoken, as you have spoken, for all the people who have been hurt by society? And let me tell you something. Regardless of what you think or what your theological views are, from Genesis to Revelation, Lord, I don't have time. Here we go. Listen to this. Where is it? Where is it? Here it goes. Now, I've got to read something in the book of Genesis. And just be patient with me while I'm finding it. Because in Genesis chapter number 4, listen to this. This is where Cain and Abel is together. And Cain slew Abel. In Genesis chapter number 4, in verse number 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? Where is our brothers? And he said, I know not. I am my brother's keeper. Yes, you are. But watch this. I know, sir, my time is up. I know my time is up. Listen. And he said in verse number 10, please hear me, people. Please hear me. What hast thou done? What have you done as a nation of people? The voice of thy brothers, look at the word brothers, is spelled B-R-O-T-H-E-R apostrophe S. Where the voice of thy brothers? No! Abel is one man. It should be B-R-O-T-H-E-R. But he said, where is thy brothers? Which means the voice of your brothers. Not brother as in one, but brother as in many. Voice cried unto me from the ground. That meant that when Cain killed Abel, he killed every son, every daughter, every seed that would come after Abel. So God said, your brother's blood, not individual, but plural, not singular. That meant thousands of seed that would have came out of Abel you killed. And every nation have killed many of seeds from the Holocaust till today's time. And I want to say once again, my hat is off to Pope Francis, because he's crying out as a brother that cries out for the blood of the poor of the nation. Hey, I already know I did not get to my next text. So I'll see you again on tomorrow night. Why? because that fast is 30 minutes. It is already come and gone your way. Woo, Jesus. And I was not able to get to the good part. But hey, that's going to be my time. I'd like to thank you for yours. And always remember, woo, Jesus. The Lord said, I know my time is up. I know it's up. But he's saying, do you hear your brother's cry? If you hear your brother's cry, what you need to do is take time, and there are 15 of you that can sow a $1,000 seed. And God is saying, when you move on this week, he is going to make sure that the treasures of your heart can never be replaced in this life. I want you to know, I'll be looking forward to your word. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. And until tomorrow night, hey, that's going to be my time. That's right. Here it comes. No, don't you start. Always remember, do what? That's right. Live to love. And love to live. Have a good night. Bye now.
We'd like to thank you for watching LivingStrongTV.com. We would also like to take a moment to give you an opportunity to become a partner and sow a seed into our ministry. In order to sow a seed, you can click on the donation tab, or if you choose to mail your seed, you can send it to P.O. Box 363, Ridgeland, South Carolina 29936. The information is also located on the screen. Please make all checks and money orders payable to Whosoever Will Outreach Ministries. Once again, thank you for your support and becoming a partner with Living Strong. May you continually be blessed.
And my hope is built in you, Lord. I'm looking back, I'm moving forward, not gonna let my past stand in my way. And my hope is built in you, Lord. I'm looking back, I'm moving forward, not gonna let my past stand in my way. I won't.
Now I'm traveling down the road of life. I have gone through some struggles and hard times, but we know that they come to make us strong. And I'm still holding on, holding on. Even though the winds may come, I can look to the hills from which cometh my help. Write it down in my heart, so I can understand it, Lord. In my life, walk me to the light. Oh, Lord, give me a song. As we look into
the streets of Savannah, Georgia.